as far as other death penalties, I think what some of those guys did to Donald Trump to use the instruments of government to destroy the constitutional order, that should be under consideration. Okay.
And it was by firearm.
Yeah, that's how you should. By the way, this is my other problem with death penalty. It takes too long, too many
too
appeals.
expensive.
It should be public. It should be quick. It should be televised.
Well, this can't be right, can it? The last execution in France was guillotine in 1977.
100% true. They used the guillotine.
Until
the whole way.
77?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
There's videotape of it.
Honestly, that's like what we should be doing, and I agree. It should be public
And
should be public
televised.
square.
By the way, you could sell. You could
Force
fund the
kids
government
to watch it.
You could have like brought to you by Coca-Cola, and no, I'm not kidding. By the way, I would totally tune in to see some pedo get their head chopped off. Convicted by a jury.
By the way,
peers.
that's going to get
no.
caught up.
I'm talking about a real thing. I'm not talking
All
about
executions in Belarus are by firearm. That's
No,
not a choice or anything.
Andrew's saying don't make kids watch it, and I think no, the
Well, I
absolute
think at a
opposite.
certain age, it's an initiation.
16,
Why not?
if you can
I think-
drive, you can
No,
watch
but hold
it.
on.
Not
You
even
see,
16.
if
I would
all of a
say-
sudden you look at some of these savages, like in Indiana, there was this guy that went in and killed a pregnant woman and her 3 kids.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to watch that execution. That'll make my day better. I want to see him on a public block and get him be publicly executed. And I think that would be justice. You think children should have? You should see it. What is the age? At what age should you start to see public executions?
16.
I think you could do it earlier. I think you maybe at age 12,
Whenever-
6th grade or so. You are a person, they're old enough to you don't need to like really wallow in it and have them be broken on a wheel or anything. But if it was something like chopping, if we had a guillotine or something,
I think it's the age where they can't be, I think there's too early and you become desensitized to maybe like this. I think it's when you can actually embrace.
But it should also be
the
taken
meaning.
in a holy way.
The meaning.
No, I don't mean holy in a bad way. I mean that like this is heavy.
Like, this is the
bluntly,
meaning
we have
of it.
kids who are 14 who are committing carjackings in
100%.
cities and doing
Yes.
bad stuff. And I think
Yeah, you're
if you
probably
sent the
right. Maybe
message to
right.
them, if you do a bad crime, you will die, and it will be like this, and that
No,
will
but
be
just-
you.
just
But I think it
would be
tears
a
down.
positive message.
So my argument would be younger people get involved with that because they're around older people who do those things.
I want you to imagine
And gangs.
every day, all of a sudden they said, and today, remember that awful the guy that went and shot up a school? Because, left hates school shooters, and so do we. But they focus on the gun. I think they're evil. So, you take one of these school shooters, and they say, today we're going to publicly execute this person. And
about
they read
the
off
Super Bowl.
No, yeah, the shooters at the Super Bowl thing, and you read off what they did.
parade,
and
not
you
the-
don't, you don't celebrate it. You just say, look, this is what they did, and if you do this, this will be your fate. Ready, set, go. Boom, end of life, and say
Guillotine.
I just a
Scared
question.
Straight used to be a whole TV show.
No, but
like, this is
as a
Scared
question-
Straight for everybody.
Here's a question for anyone that might be, not persuaded. Would crime go up or down?
It would go way down.
Done. So that why is this even a question?
Well,